What's up, everybody? This is DJ Lionhead, and welcome to the Support Your Boy podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, you're probably wondering, who do I have this artist here? I would say he is a rapper, a lyricist, and a staple of the Sacramento underground.
Yes,
He
sir.
is the one,
Say that.
the only
Say that.
motherfucking NerdBoi Mar, baby.
Did I do that?
Okay.
What's up with my people, yo?
Yeah, man. So how you feeling tonight?
Man, I'm blessed. How you feeling, man?
I feel good, man. I feel good. So first thing I'll ask you the first question I like to ask everybody, which is, how did you get the name NerdBoi Mar?
NerdBoi Mar. Okay, so it's a long story, yo. So, I had the little glasses my whole life, and in Sacramento, there's not no. I want to say there's not no different artists, you know what I'm saying? Because there's different and dope artists that come out of Sacramento. But when I say there's not a lot of positive artists that come out of Sacramento, so I wanted to take, I wanted to turn everything into a positive as far as like the NerdBoi, as far as what we talk about in the music, you know what I'm saying? And, of course, I got the glasses, so, it just came about, NerdBoi,
Yeah. And how long you been rapping for?
Years, man. Years. So I'm 27 right now. I was rapping when I was like 13, probably before that for sure.
13, okay. So this gotta be a motherfucker who inspired you. Who was that nigga that inspired you to start rapping? Gotta be one.
I know it's like a typical answer, you know what I'm saying? But all the West Coast greats, I was inspired by, Pac. I was inspired by the West Coast, Dr. Dre. All of the artists like that, the Bay Area for surely. So it was just a couple people inspired me.
Okay. All right, is it safe to say or not to say that you were born and raised in Sacramento or from somewhere else and you came out? How's that work?
So life a little complicated. So I was born in Sacramento, you know what I'm saying? My roots is from Oak Park. I got a lot of family from Oak Park and things like that, but you know what I'm saying? I was also raised in, on the East Coast as well, so I like to consider that home, you know what I'm saying? Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, you know what I'm saying? That's definitely always going to be home, but Sac where my roots is at, so
yeah.
I definitely, I'll be saying Sac for sure.
Okay. And as far as your music, what kind of music would you say you have at this time?
So I got, you name it. What's the word I'm looking for? Versatile.
Yes, I like that.
I like to keep me, different little songs in my pocket. You never know what type of venue, coming up, you know what I'm saying? So I'd like to have different songs depending on what venue it is, I'll be doing all type of stuff, you name it, bro.
Okay. So I've known about NerdBoi Mar for quite a while.
Couple years now, right?
Couple years, man. We work with some in the studio stuff. He put out, he put out some recording for him. You know what I mean? So, and I always knew he had skills. Every time I would try to give you a project where, as far as collaboration, something like that, you would kill it. So, yeah, man, it's crazy the fact that to see you keep elevating and your skills are not diminishing, they're just getting better, which is real nice. Now, what I've noticed is that your style when, a couple years ago is totally different from now. What changed?
So, what I'm saying, I changed a lot through the years, I as far as with the music, I was falling under that impression that I had to make certain type of music, because Sac, you don't know Sacramento too well, the music scene that ends up falling in line with the politics and everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I called myself falling in line with that and everything. But through the years, as I got older, I'm like, man, we got to do something different. We got to start talking about something different. We got to make a change. We got to do something different.
I feel that because there's a lot of especially in Sacramento and even Stockton, they were there. I would say kings of making music when it comes to politics, because the Bay Area, you can tell sometimes what kind of like, I've noticed over the years, they're kind of like mimic. You know, because people would say, "Oh man, Sac is trying to act like the Bay," and after as time went on, and there's certain kind of styles with the kind of music they make now the Bay's kind of following them, Stockton and Sac. So, and I just decided at the times. I understand that things change. So, one other thing I was going to ask you is that, as far as you were also on a label.
Yes, sir. I was Black Market Records.
Now, I don't want to get too much into it. I want to make sure you feel comfortable on speaking on it. Do you feel like speaking on it, or not too much?
No, I don't want to speak on it.
That's okay.
Stay independent.
Stay independent, y'all. You hear what he said?
At all times.
So there's a reason why I brought that up. There was this post that went out. Shout out to the homie Cousin P. I'm trying to come out to put you on the podcast, Cousin P.
What's up, Cousin P?
Yeah, so he had put out a post. There's this female artist by the name of, I think it's Bougie P. She just signed. She signed to an independent label as a rapper for $10,000 in a Louis bag.
She signed for $10,000 in a Louis bag?
Yes.
Ooh. Who is this? Hey.
Her name is Bougie P. Don't worry, I'm gonna show him, but I'm gonna put it up there for y'all to see.
Let me see
later. Yeah.
Bougie P. She looked like she is signed for a Louis bag and $10,000. Nah, no disrespect. To each his own. His own. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to get up here and talk no mess.
Right. We're not talking bad about her, but at the same time, I think that artists should do their homework about signing to labels, especially independent ones. We have the impression of like it was in the early 90s where they give you this big bag and you're going to make a lot of money, when it's not really like that. You got to understand, when you sign a label, especially an independent label, their main concern is making sure you blow up, but get their money back ASAP. So this Spotify money you think you're going to be getting, that's label.
It all goes to the label.
Is it publishing points? That's why label.
That's why, not to cut you off, but that's why it's important to stay independent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go, making no money, working hard, spending, it's a lot of hard work you do, you know what I'm saying? And you don't want them pocketing your money, you know what I mean?
They sure is. The thing is that you ain't seen no Spotify money, no points, until they get their money back from sending. So if they give him, you or me, whatever, 10,000, you ain't making off your you make no money off your music until that money is paid. Now, of course, you can still do shows. That's your money, and that's cool. But that Spotify check you think you're gonna get,
you're not getting that.
That's label.
That's all the label. They get all
until they get their money back. Now, of course, if you blow up bigger than than you expected, then they'll probably want to re-sign you for longer because they want to keep that money going. But then you have that option if you live out and extend your contract, but it's not easy. You know what I'm saying?
Stay independent.
Stay independent.
That's my topic of the day. Just, stay independent.
Okay, so we have a little game I like to play with you. Okay. This one here is, we like to ask a lot of artists because we want to get the behind the scenes thoughts of the artist, because each artist has their way of doing things, and if somebody like, oh man, I think this NerdBoi shit is dope, you know what I mean? I wonder what he thinks about this. What he thinks about that. So we're about to find out.
Let's find out. Come on.
Okay. Let me get this thing together here. My bad. I need to have this more quicker set up. I just got so much going on.
Let me just say, I love how you still rocking the mask, man. I love how you still got
appreciate
the
it, man.
Thing going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So this show is called What's Your Preference? Okay. Now, when it comes to performing, we want to know NerdBoi Mars' preference. This also has to deal with your writing process.
Okay.
So let's start off with for you as far as your performance.
Let's go.
As a live performer, what's your preference? Wireless microphones or corded microphones?
Wireless. You be tripping over the cord. You be having technical difficulty. Don't invite me to no show if you got a cord on your microphone. That's what.
Damn. Okay. Next one. This one's gonna be more about your writing process.
Okay.
Um, NerdBoi Mar, when you write your lyrics, which do you prefer? What's your preference? Writing it down on paper or in your cell phone?
That's a good one. That's a good one. I do both. I try not to lose that paper, I try not to lose that paper because, the new generation, we go straight to that phone and we
Oh,
get
yeah.
them notes. But, it ain't nothing like, being old school and grabbing that little pen and piece of paper, you know what I mean? In case that something happened with that technology, you got that paper to fall back on.
That's true.
You can't lose your work.
That's true.
So,
That's true. Okay. Let's go another one about your writing process.
let's go.
NerdBoi Mar, when you write your songs, generally, what's your preference? 16 bars or 12?
16 every time.
You said
16 every time. Don't have to do it with me. Don't get up here doing no 12 bar. 16 or more. For sure.
Okay. This one's more about your preference on stage again, okay?
Come on.
NerdBoi Mar, let's say you're performing. Crowd is way bigger than you expected.
Okay.
And there's front row, you have, for some reason, you couldn't believe it, but there's a line of women at the front row, right?
Line of women.
And they going crazy, they yelling. What's your preference if they was gonna throw something on stage? Bras or panties?
I ain't gonna lie, you could throw whatever on stage. It's gonna stay right there, but I appreciate the love.
Hey! That's what I'm talking about. Right there.
I appreciate the love. You could throw it all on stage.
Okay, another one about stage performance. Let's say you're performing, right?
Let's
The
go.
crowd is lit.
They lit.
They lit off of your music, right?
Right.
What's your preference from the crowd? That they be 80% drunk or 80% high?
You got to be high in my crowd. That's the only way you gonna understand my music.
Okay. Let's go back to that writing process of yours.
Okay.
When you record,
Right.
and you get about to get on the mic, what's your preference? Punch in or full take?
I be trying to be one take Jake. I ain't gonna lie. I be one take Jake in it, but never rush greatness, so if you got a song that you working on, don't try to rush into that.
Right.
Take your time. Ain't nothing wrong with punching in. I know different artists got their own preferences and stuff like that. Like, I'm gonna just get in here and take your time with your music. I actually found out that punching in is way better than getting in there and just one taking it. You know what I'm saying? Because then you working on you making sure it sound right. Your breaths ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's you taking your time and it's gonna come out right every time.
Okay. All right. So another one about your performance. What's your preference if you can start getting all these people trying to book you, right? And the majority of them are two types. You got to pay to perform or open mic. Which one are you going to go with most of the time?
At a pen to perform or open mic?
Right. They say, hey, bro, you can get on the show. It's $50 to get tickets. Or, hey, bro, you get on the show. It's $20 to get tickets. Or, hey, we got an open mic. We got a whole bunch of people coming. You know what I mean? Which one would you prefer to go with most of the time?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna get in with both. I'm gonna get in with both. I'm gonna take any open mic I see, and then money rule the world. So you gonna have to kick up something when it comes to something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
in the project.
You might have to spend $50 or something like that to get on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Never be too cocky. I'm humble. I'm humble. You know what I'm saying? So if it's a show, open mic, I'm there. If I gotta spend a little pocket change to do a show, this is what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, when I was younger though, I was like, no, I'm not. Ain't nobody doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? I thought too highly of myself, but now I humble myself, and I'm saying like anything, you might have to come out of pocket, or you might have to do that open mic.
Yeah. I agree. That was a great job. Okay, so for those people out there who wanted to know, hey, bro, you sound like you're a good artist. You got some, your mind is straight. So there's another question I have to ask when it comes to your song when you make a song. So, for example, uh, it's kind of like a secondary version of what's your preference. Which do you how do you usually start? You start, okay, I'm gonna start writing lyrics and then come up with the hook later, or do you write a hook? Ooh, I got this dope ass hook. I'm gonna start writing this bitch. How does that work?
So I always write the song first. I always write it first. Hook is gotta be like, I organize it. So, right, it'll be like verse 1, you know what I'm saying? The hook. Verse 2, another hook. So I go in order like that, basically, you know what I'm saying? I always write the verse first, then I go to the hook. Some people different. They do the hook first and then they go from there. But, you know, I always find the hook better when I, you know, finish the verse.
When you write a song, do you feel like you need a concept first, or is it more like I just be freestyling and I think it might go with that hook and just put it together like
What
that?
you mean? Explain it.
So, for example, somebody make a song, right? And they said, and the song is like, I'm addicted to you, right? And okay, you know, you can tell what you know the concept is, and then you write to the song
According to what the words
with the hooks or the concept. It sounds like through the hook,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
everything got to be on topic or it don't make sense.
Right. I've seen it before. Several artists, the chorus or the hook itself would say something like, you know, something like I said, I'm addicted to you, and you can tell that, you know, the girl was like feeling him,
Yeah.
and he just running off about politics stuff and what he gonna do to you if you fuck with him. He got blocks on him all day. What the hell that got to do with her?
To each his own. To each his own. But you know, it's always important to stay on topic, you know,
Right.
and stay on topic, man. You could lose your crowd easy.
Yeah.
You know, you could lose your crowd easy like that.
Okay.
Because the song come on, they expecting it to be one way, and then you come a whole nother way. And it's
Yeah.
like, no.
And it's not even about what the song is talking about.
Right. Nah, I can't do that.
Yeah, you can't really do that.
Yeah, we on topic.
Okay, here's another question. Do you think you can build a strong fan base even though nobody in your city is fucking with you?
So,
let's just
a
say
fan base in your city, do you think you could, or you cannot venture outside of?
no, let's say, you know, you bump in your music, you started noticing your Spotify is saying Detroit is fucking with you hella hard, but nobody in Sac is really fucking with you. Usually Sac is like 2%, but 90% Detroit. Do you think that you can still make it big when your fan base is not even in your own city?
Of course. Well, you know, whoever give you love, you show them love back.
Right.
You might just need to move to Detroit. You might just need to move to Detroit if it ain't. But it's not impossible. It's not impossible to get, you know, because it is actually hard in Sacramento to get a lot of people on your wave.
Oh yeah.
It's extremely hard. You know, you can go to the, you know, you can go to the Bay Area. I feel like you can go to LA. You know what I'm saying? And you can build a crowd easier than I feel like Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Sacramento is Sac a little different. It's a little different.
You know, I heard that from a lot of people who have went viral in hip hop, that they went viral from not in their own town. Somebody, like, say for example on TikTok, they feeling you like a motherfucker in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And you didn't expect that. You know what I mean?
So you ever heard that your city will hate on you the most?
Ooh, yeah.
That's deep, you know, that's deep. Because, you know, you got a lot of people that love you in your city, but your city the one going to hate you the most.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's another conversation, but that's why they say artists need to, you know, that's why they speak on artists moving, things like that when they start getting a buzz, because it become dangerous at that point.
Yeah.
Because they hate you so much in that city.
Yeah.
But they love you. They
see
love
how
you,
much
but they hate you.
Are getting so much attention.
Exactly.
And
the little homies down the street you done went to school with, you done grew up with, now they mad at you because they feel like your buzz is popping and they not getting the proper attention.
Right.
Now they want to, you know. So that's how Sac is, you know, unfortunately.
Okay. Now, I'm looking over here. I have, you know, of course, I have my DJ set up here. Looking at his music he has on Spotify. He got quite a fucking bit of music, man. We're talking well more than 10 songs. Okay? With all these songs you have on Spotify and all these platforms, let's just say one of them, Friends, for example, blew up way bigger than you thought. Let's say during the winter time, it just blew up crazy. You're like, what you want me to do? What? They want you to be on Rolling Loud. They want you to be all these places and blowing up. But they only want you to do Friends. Do you feel comfortable? And would you feel comfortable? And do you think you can keep it going if you ended up being a one-hit wonder because they only want to fuck with Friends?
So one song they're interested in, I think you could. So basically, this is a respond by what you're saying about, it's possible to make one hit, a song, blow up off that song, but you could do it again.
Yeah.
You could do it again. You know what I'm saying?
But would you feel comfortable if out of all your music, every time you perform, do Friends? You're like, bro, I got a new album. Friends.
You gotta get the people what they want. If they want Friends, you gotta play Friends. I done heard Not Like Us being played back to back.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? If they love it, play it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If they love it, that wouldn't bother me. If that's what y'all want, we gonna give it to y'all. Because at the end of the day, the reason why most of us do this is, not just for ourselves, but it's for y'all.
Let's just say you blew up. We putting this in manifestation. NerdBoi Mar is the next big motherfucking thing. Okay?
Yes, sir.
You're at this level. Give me your choice. 3 producers, any producer in the U.S. Who's your first, second, and third you would work with? Your choice.
Any
it don't matter who it is. Your choice. They all want to work with you. Who's your first 3 you choosing?
I'm gonna go with my boy June on the beats.
Okay.
That's gotta be my first one. June on the beats. You know what I'm saying? And then outside of Sacramento,
anybody. You can go Dre.
What's my dog name out there in the Bay Area? The Mechanics.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, the Mechanics for sure. And then you got I got one more for you. Let me see.
More. Any producer in the U.S.
Let me see. We just gonna say Lionhead.
Hey,
okay. We're gonna end that with one line.
Yeah. Okay.
Shout out my boy Marky Beats too. My boy Marky Beats. Yeah, that's my guy right there. He's
I've been knowing about him. He got some dope shit.
Sir.
Okay. Now you know how these labels are, man. If you could change one thing about how they do things,
give us our money.
You get a chance to say what.
Give
us
you hit something right.
Money, right?
Give us our money. You know what I'm saying, with the labels and things like that. But like I said my topic of the day is staying independent. Stay independent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't need no label. It's a bunch of successful artists that did it without no label.
Oh yeah.
You know
oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. All right. What has been your biggest challenge in your music career right now? But you working on that bit. You know what I mean? You working on it, and you getting better at it.
My biggest challenge.
But you working on that shit. You getting better now.
I'm gonna have to say standing on business a little more when it comes to certain stuff, because I don't know how it is nowhere else too much, but like I said, Sac, you get a lot of bullshit, or you might get a lot of this and that, but no, we gotta stand on business, believe in what you love to do, and really push that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Really push that.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's look at this way. This one here. All right. So let's just say we're putting in manifestation that NerdBoi Mar's music is number 1 in the U.S. for 2025. You running 2025. We putting that manifestation. It's going out.
It's gonna happen. It's
gonna happen. All right. Now, let's just say I am a movie maker. I make movies on Tubi. Okay, and I want to make this movie about a rapper who comes from the Midwest and then moves to L.A. And you know what I mean? And he's an independent artist and he makes it big. All right, but I'm also feeling your style. I'm feeling your lyrics, everything about you. So I come up with you with a proposition. The proposition is, I would like to buy everything you have on Spotify. Everything. I don't want anything that's in the works. I just want everything you own in Spotify. $50K. and I own completely ownership. I own everything as far as the royalties. The only thing I don't own is the name. All the lyrics, I own them.
For 50K?
50K. But everything you have on Spotify, not what you have moving forward. And wait, and all your music will be used on my Tubi movie about this rapper. So the rappers, he's gonna be mimicking your style and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a dope ass movie about an artist coming from one part of the city to another. He's blowing up. His name is Geek Man Mar. It's gonna be dope. So what you think?
All right, so like I said earlier, I always gotta remain humble at all times, right? So I mean no disrespect when I say this, but it's definitely got to be a little more than 50K to buy the catalog. You know what I'm saying? Because that's everything right there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Everything, everything you have on.
And at that, no disrespect, but Tubi, you know what I'm saying? Tubi is a little crazy, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to those Tubi actors, or, you know what I'm saying, artists that are on Tubi, but I'm sure you ain't let them buy your catalog for 50K, so, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't with that for sure. We got to come up with more than 50K, and then we got to talk about why it's going on Tubi and not the real productions.
Right.
Yes, sir, but I'm humble. Maybe we could talk about one song.
Okay.
Maybe one song for 50K.
But everything you got on Spotify, everything, you wouldn't sell it for 50K.
Nah, the whole catalog.
The whole catalog.
Nah.
Nothing you got in the making. Just whatever you put out is they own.
Nah, cause that catalog gonna feed my kids.
Yeah.
That catalog gonna feed me. That catalog gonna feed. I probably never sell my catalog. Okay, I know a lot of artists do that little thing where they
there are a lot of artists doing that.
A lot of them doing it right now. I don't agree with that. That's everything you work for at that point. What you got when you done gave it all up? 50K?
Yeah.
What else,
Yeah, exactly. What else? No, just 50K and you get nothing else. They can make millions. They can sell it to.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Sell it to Netflix.
Yeah, see, they gonna take it, sell it to Netflix. Come on. They gonna make money off of your music way more than 50K.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Math ain't mathing.
I got you. Yeah. Okay. We got a music video coming out or something?
Yeah, so I got a couple things coming out. I got a song called Deep End.
Okay.
So that video, I'll be releasing that in like another week or so.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The editor's fixing up a couple little things on it, and I'm gonna be giving it right to y'all.
Yeah. Definitely do that. And then next video you have, throw me on. I'm trying to do some more of y'all music videos.
I might need you to show up with that mask and start.
You goddamn right I will.
We gonna block the streets off and just go crazy or
Hell
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna definitely do that, y'all. Man, I love having him here, man. So, do you have any songs that's in the works or that's on the way that they need to know about?
Yes, sir. So right now, with what's going on in the world, I felt like we needed a song to kind of unite everybody. You know what I'm saying? We needed a song to discuss the situations nobody wanted to discuss. So, I got a song called Need to Pray out right now, you know what I'm saying, featuring Issa Simone. You know what I'm saying? It'll be coming out soon, probably in a couple days or so. So I'll be giving that to y'all too. You know what I'm saying?
Send that to me, because I'm not only going to like it, I'm going to share it, I'm going to put it on my goddamn story. You know how I do. This Support Your Boy podcast. That's what we do.
Yes, sir. You always support, man.
Yes, I do. And I'm going to keep doing it.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, I also wanted to ask you, because I saw online, you have something called the Million
Father March.
Million Father March. Yeah, tell us about that.
Yes. So for those who don't know, I work for an organization called United and Guided. We, do a lot of giving back to the community, helping the kids. So on the first day of school, we went to like at least 3 or 4 different school districts, and we visited like almost every school in Sacramento. We posted out front, and we handed out snacks to the kids. We posted out front. We handed out book bags, different things, and we just motivated them on the first day of school so they can go on with their head already. So we do a lot of work in the schools and things like that, the community, helping the homeless, find somewhere to stay, things like that. We do a lot of work like that. So
okay. So another thing I wanted to ask you is, for somebody who wants to, like, man, I want to assist you on that, work with you on that shit. How can they get in contact with you? Because they want to fuck with you and help you, help that to grow.
Okay, so you could contact me through unitedandguided.org. You can find what we do more there and find my contact information there as well. You could also find me, NerdBoi Mar on all platforms. And you want to work, we want to uplift the community, reach out to me. Let's see what we could do.
Okay. So you heard it from him right there. Get in contact with them, you know what I mean? If you want to go ahead and be a part of this or even invest in it,
Yes, sir.
how would they get if they want to do that?
If they want to invest in it?
Yeah, you know what I mean? They want to send some backpacks or they want to send some money.
Yes, sir. That'll be that website, unitedandguided.org. Once you hit that website, you can send us an email and let us know you want to donate and help, get back to the community.
Definitely, it's going to be inside the episodes on YouTube, so you can check that out. You know what I mean? I might even drop it right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you might have to. I'm telling you.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, I appreciate you coming out here, man.
Appreciate you.
Is there anything else you want to tell the people to look forward to or anything?
Right now, like I said, I got, Need to Pray coming out. I really want y'all to tap in with that one. We trying to get back to the community, uplift the community. Everything right now is about the youth in the community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, if y'all can support that, man, that'd be wonderful. Need to Pray coming soon.
If they want to go and follow you on IG, what is that?
NerdBoi Mar, all platforms. That's Facebook, Instagram. You got Spotify, whatever you need to find me on. NerdBoi Mar, all platforms.
I love it, man. I'm grateful having NerdBoi Mar on here. So now, I'm going to ask you the most important question and the hardest question that you're going to have to answer tonight.
Okay, let's go. I'm ready.
Is there a chance that we can get you back on the podcast?
Is there a chance? I think we might could work something out. We could do it, right? We could get you back on the podcast. You got to make sure you don't got no strings on this microphone, though.
I got you. I got the wireless. I just left it at home. My bad.
The only exception because it's my boy, but you better not have no strings on the microphones if I come to your show. Okay.
All right, man. I want to thank you guys for coming to support your boy podcast. If this is your first time checking it out, I would love for you to do the most hardest thing in the world. To me, I think it's the hardest thing in the world, which is follow the podcast on YouTube. I don't know why I can get you guys to go on Instagram. Y'all follow me on TikTok. But when it comes to subscribing on YouTube, it's like y'all just be dodging. And I'm not saying, there's no hate. I really appreciate if you go ahead and do that. I want to thank you guys for coming to support your podcast. I want to thank NerdBoi Mar for coming through, bruh. You know what I'm saying?